Following yesterday's momentous session, how will MULN fare on Thursday? Plus, did you know I'm famous? Hi again, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. So we're heading into Thursday on the back of obviously Wednesday's bumper session where the stock climbed 67% in about the last hour's trade when MULN Automotive released a letter to shareholders saying that they are still in disbelief about how low the stock price has gone, despite all the positive things happening for the company. And they did reiterate a number of pretty positive points, like they're hitting key production milestones. They have a strong asset base. They have very minimal debt, and also the fact that there's a buyback in action. But obviously, I think what's really kind of triggered the strong rebound in the stock is the fact that they've kind of sort of said that they're still looking at investigating manipulative selling of the stock or trading of the stock, and like based on the words, it sounds like that they have some sort of evidence which they're going to put forward. So it's almost like it's being escalated again, I guess. So like I said in my previous video on this, like, it will be good if they can actually present some hard evidence, which is accepted by, whoever's going to, review and chase after the people doing manipulative trading, if that's indeed what is happening. But yeah, like we just have to wait and see what this hard evidence is. So at the moment, MULN Automotive is kind of trading sideways in the pre-market. It's still pretty early days, but down about 2 cents at the moment. But if you consider yesterday in the aftermarket, rose by 4 cents or a further 4% in the final throes of that low volume session. It's kind of hard to say what's going to happen in the pre-market and whether or not it's going to be a precursor for what we see in the regular session. What's interesting now is now that we're trading at 80 cents, that's the official closing price yesterday, we are within grasp of that $1 mark. So even though we can't get 10 consecutive days of trade before September 6, above $1, it's not possible. Like has been discussed in comments in my previous video, MULN Automotive, if they're able to get to $1 by September 6, I wouldn't be surprised if the Nasdaq applies some leniency and lets them see if they can actually indeed get the stock to remain above the $1 mark for 10 to 20 days, or however long they're going to use to judge MULN Automotive at the moment. So, and the reason is because I think MULN does have a bit of a, not that the Nasdaq would look at this officially yet, they wouldn't look at it unless they did a review, but MULN actually has a bit of a case to plead in terms of staying on the Nasdaq, in the sense that they have a very strong asset base, very minimal debt. They're only starting to just realize revenue, and they've actually been proactive, at least according to releases, that they are they're putting resources towards investigating manipulative trading in the stock. So there is a bit of a case, and I have seen it with other companies before that just because you get like a Nasdaq delisting threat doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come to fruition. I always talk about Excel Technologies, but I'm sure people know of other companies that may have been in a similar boat and still managed to trade today. So I don't see the stock going off the Nasdaq immediately, but it will be interesting to see what happens come September 6th, particularly if the stock price is above $1. Even if it's not, it'll be interesting to see what the next step is from the Nasdaq in terms of what they want us to do. Now, onto the other point I raised in my little intro spiel. I'm famous. Did you know that? Not really. So it was alerted to me that someone on Twitter, or X, I think it's called now, I don't actually use the platform, had used my picture as their profile. I had a quick look and I did see it. It was a handle called FudDaddy420. It was kind of funny at first, but I did have another look and I've seen he's changed the picture back, but it was quite funny. I think obviously based on his name, it was probably a bit high at the time, and he took a screenshot of my brilliant content, because obviously anyone who wants to talk about car companies should film inside a car like me, and instead of taking a selfie profile to put on his Twitter page, but stranger things have happened. What can I say? Yeah, anyway, I did look at his content on Twitter because I don't have an account. I can't actually see it, but he did have a link to a YouTube channel, and he's got some of his videos he's made up there, and they're like, they're just like memes and stuff, and they're actually pretty funny. Like, I've got to give credit there. He's got a good knowledge of film, and I had a bit of a laugh at it. Obviously there's like other people involved there, and I don't want to like sort of say that, because some people might find it a bit more upsetting than others, but I actually honestly thought it was quite funny. Anyway, yeah, if you want to have a laugh, go check out his channel. It's pretty funny. But yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts on where you see MULN going this session on Thursday. Are we likely to see a bit of a continuation of this rally from yesterday? Do you think we might actually now have the momentum to get the stock back to the $1 mark? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, everyone, may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.